guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. For today's video, we got two Les Pauls to compare, a double cut versus a single cut. Let's get started. Alright, so let's take a quick second to look at the features of these guitars, and then we'll do a bunch of playing comparisons for you guys so you can decide, should I stick with like the classic, tried and true Les Paul tone, or should I try something like a more eclectic, like a double cut? Should I even consider that? So let's take a look at the guitars and then we'll do a bunch of playing. Alright, up first is this Les Paul Traditional. If you just want that classic, chunky Les Paul tone, this is the way to go. It weighs full 10 pounds though, so not weight relieved at all. But you've got the classic Les Paul appointments. You've got a three-way switch, your two volumes, your two tones, a nice, fairly subtle maple top on it. The more expensive guitars obviously get the more flame, but this one in the right light looks quite nice. In other light, it looks very plain, so that's sort of par for the course when you're getting a traditional. But you still get the full maple cap, beautiful sort of vintage cream binding. Yeah, mahogany back and neck, no surprises there. Rosewood fingerboard with your trapezoid inlays. And other than that, just classic Les Paul tone. Alright, up next is the Les Paul Standard Double Cut. This one's really night and day in terms of how it feels up against the traditional, so it'll be interesting to see if this can deal out like classic Les Paul tone or if it's its own beast, but yeah, we'll find out right away in the playing comparisons. But spec-wise, you've got obviously the flame maple top with a maple cap, mahogany back, mahogany neck, rosewood fingerboard with the trapezoid inlays, locking tuners, locking tailpiece, locking bridge, three-way switch. Now the controls are simplified. You just have a volume and a tone. Some people might like that, but if you're used to playing on a Les Paul, there is a specific way I like to set up my controls. You can find it in the video last week where I talked about how I like to set up the tone and the volume on my Les Paul, so you can check that out. But yeah, other than that, this is very, very light. So it's chambered, so it's hollow, kind of around the edges with a center block. So the internals are very different than the traditional, which weighs like a full 10 pounds. This one's much lighter, much easier to play on, and with full access to the higher frets. Yeah, really great guitar, but let's see what it sounds like. All right, for our first comparison, let's just listen to something clean and classic on the middle position, so both humbuckers engaged. For a second sound comparison, we're going to flip to the neck pickup and do some high energy blues. For comparison 3, let's go over to the bridge pickup and add some high gain. And finally, let's just play some basic chords on each one of these guitars. Alright, so now that we've heard these guitars soloed, let's throw them in a mix and see how they react with other instruments. So let me know in the comments below which guitar you guys thought sounded the best. As a player, they definitely deliver a different experience. The traditional is just really heavy to play on. I particularly love the neck pickup on that guitar. When I'm doing lead tones, it just sounds so thick and so full, so creamy. Now you have to be careful that it's not too muddy when you're doing rhythms with the neck pickup. And on the double cutaway, it's a totally different experience. The guitar's light, it's a pleasure to play. The neck's a little bit thinner, so I feel like it could be a little bit faster to play on. Better fret access as well. So yeah, very different experience to play on both amazing guitars. But yeah, let me know which one you guys thought sounded the best. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this comparison. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, definitely click my face right here. If you need some new worksheets or songs and stuff, check out the tab store. If you just need something fresh to practice, you can check out those. And other than that, we'll see you guys next week with a new video. Take care.